The proposed expenditure represents 26.7% increase of the budget compared to the previous financial year, which was $47.58 billion. The operational expenditure for 2014-2015 is budgeted at $48 billion. Kugongelwa Madila says the increase is mainly due to the salary increase, job evaluation and regrading of civil servants. A total of $2.50 billion is set aside for the Ministry of Gender Equality and Child Welfare over a 3-year period to support gender mainstreaming, women empowerment and child development. The good news in this year's budget is the increase of grants for the orphans and vulnerable children to $250 per month.
With regard to old age grants, these were increased both in 2012, 2013, and in 2013-2014. So in this budget, we are providing resources to roll out these grants to reach all qualifying beneficiaries. And will increase the grants only in 2015-2016.
$13.1 billion is allocated to the Ministry of Education for 2014-2015 financial year. The money will help fund the development and upgrading of educational facilities, provision of teachers' accommodation, as well as increase the financial support to students to access tertiary education. However, for the next 3 years, the ministry will receive $42.1 billion. Funding to the health sector has been increased to $18.9 billion for the next 3 years.
With $6.01 billion allocated for the next financial year to address, amongst others, the development and upgrading of health facilities across the country, the acquisition of health equipment and supplies, and the recruitment of medical personnel.
The budget deficit is estimated at $7.62 billion, or about 5.4% of the gross domestic product.
In the area of land reform, we are allocating $1.25 billion Namibian dollars to the Ministry of Lands and Resettlement over the MTEF for the land acquisition and for the rehabilitation of infrastructure in the resettlement farms in order to enhance productivity.
Parliament starts debate on the national budget next week, a process expected to take about 2 months before the fund is made available to ministries, offices and government agencies. However, last year some MPs expressed concern about the long-winded way Parliament discusses the budget, arguing that it unnecessarily delays the implementation process. Whether the status quo will change this year remains to be seen. Tonateni Shidudu, NBC News, Parliament.